What's up, y'all? My name is Hamasa, and this is Planetbase. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. Don't forget, if you like what you see, if you like the series, if you like the channel, give me a rate, a comment, a subscribe, and if you don't, then, let me know what I can do to make things better for you guys, the viewers. So welcome back, guys, to Planetbase. This is episode 4, I think? 5? 3? Something like that. I do apologize. The last 2 that I shot were a bit on the long side. I'm trying to keep the episodes so around about 15-ish minutes, and I think I did them up to about 20, and I'm really not trying to do episodes that long. I like to make them kind of shorter and sweeter. 10 to 15 minutes. You can come to the channel, click on a video, 10-15 minutes, get some entertainment, hopefully I'm keeping you guys entertained. I don't know. I've gotten a few really positive comments, so I'm happy about that. We should have some more biologists coming in on this ship. It's the only people that have permissions to land on this colony. Hopefully, actually I'm gonna probably take permissions off now too. I'll readjust this for our split. I want to have 40% of the colony as biologists. I want to have, oh, you know what, I did that wrong. I'm going to bump that up. I want to have, yeah, that's how I want to do it. So I want to have 35% workers, 25%, why is it 35% workers, 25% engineers, we'll say 5% medics, 5% guards, and 30% biologists? Yeah, that works good for now. And I'm also going to turn that rate off because I don't really need more people in the colony right now. I just needed a bunch more biologists because I put in a ton of food production last episode, and I haven't gotten it all built, but it's gonna take a lot of people to manage all that. And in the process, I had run out of bioplastic, so I had to recycle a bunch of things. And one of those things was the security console. I don't need radio telescope or armory at the moment. But I had to recycle a few things to get the bioplastic back, so I'm gonna slowly replace them now. My bioplastic production should be relatively good. I built some fast starchy, some medium starchy, some slow starchy, all up in here. Mac, the biologist, is idle. I probably overdid on the biologist, but I'm not taking any chances. I don't need another starvation scare. We were a day away from a death wave. We were a meteorite impact on one of these major connections away from just all-out death and destruction. So, but anyways, I did throw a couple of trees in. Now the trees are good for people to come in and get some happiness for, but they also do this weird. They have this weird mechanic where they either produce oxygen, O2, or they use it. So at certain times, I'm actually running dry on my oxygen levels here, so I'm actually gonna have to, going forward, put in another oxygen Jenny, and I'll probably put in another oxygen Jenny as well as, oh, you know what, can I put an airlock in here? No. I'll have to put another oxygen Jenny in. I'm gonna need another canteen, and then we'll work on our production after that. We gotta do some better refining. Probably another processing plant, factory we have now is good for what we need it. I will throw our semiconductor back in there, and then we'll do probably to get another factory in, and then we'll get a robotics facility in. We can put a little bit more junk in our control center. Can connect that as well. Anyways, thinking and not talking. We can put some more stuff in the control center. And then we'll just kind of go in cruise control from there, I think. Well, that's the plan anyways. Look at this marsh of food. That's what I like to see. Fill this up. Let's get a backstock going. So we'll get some things happening. But really what we need is a big time production of bioplastics. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this mine off. We have a ton of metal. I really don't need much more metal for anything. I could honestly probably trade it away, but I'm not gonna worry about trading. I'm not gonna worry about trading at this stage. Our power grid is huge. Disable structure. Well, since I'm not using it right now, I'll just disable you. And I'll redundancy connection on you. You're not gonna let me. Okay. Whatever. Can I connect? No. Okay. Whatever. Not the end of the world. I am gonna get in a whopping words. Airlock. No, I lied. Oxygen generator. I need to get in a whopping oxygen generator. And we'll fix that right up. Oh, we've got ourselves a sandstorm. So we'll go ahead and keep everybody inside for now. And let that run its course. And as you guys can see up at the top right there, the wind is just massive during these storms. So not so much on this planet, but on other planets where we're not getting so much of the solar energy, the wind turbines, we're gonna have just a grid of wind turbines, and they're gonna be storing up tons of energy during those. We haven't yet had a solar flare here, but the solar flare, kind of the opposite of the sandstorm there, is your solar panels produce huge amounts of energy. I think it's actually higher than what they normally would produce at max, and they fill up all of your power collection just absolutely nicely. Forgot. And as far as power and water goes, we're doing really well. What I'm lacking on, it seems like at time to time, is oxygen, especially when I have everybody inside. When I got people out here working this mine, not as big of an issue. So we got bioplastic, starch. Our starch is going to start kicking in, hopefully, very soon. Got 23 colonists. Oh, and one of our bots is completely cooked now, so we will be plumb out of robots before the robotics facility comes in. That's okay. I think that's kind of normal, especially on the first run through. You make a lot of mistakes. I know I've made a lot of mistakes, and you kind of just figure it out from there. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, that is being watched. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if it was going to stretch that far. So the security console, when it's being manned by a guard, which it isn't all the time, because I think I only have one, it can monitor. You see this little icon down here. It can monitor for intruders. When I turn the landing pad back on, occasionally we'll get people who come who say they're visitors, or they say that they're new colonists or traders, and in fact they are bad guys with guns who come in and attempt to take over your colony, or at the very least, you know, put a dampen on it. I've always, you know, I've never had. What are you? Oh, he's malnourished. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, we've got medical supplies for it. I've never had them actually do too much damage. Usually they come in and people grab guns and stuff, and malnutrition. I hope that doesn't set in too much. Probably because people were eating just crap meals for a while. But anyways, he'd come in and my colonists would take up arms or just melee them to death, and you know, I'd lose a few colonists here and there, but for the most part, it didn't do too much damage. But I guess, you know, if you're not prepared for them at all, or if you're not monitoring, you know, if you don't have the security to survey everything, they could come in and just start, like, wiping out your colony. I imagine. Anyways. Looks like power is having a little bit of trouble through some of these nights. I've got a full large, so I'm not concerned with it, but we'll have to keep an eye on those things. Speed everything up here. Our plants are almost all finished. Looks like I'm just waiting on one. No, there's two. But I should be getting more and more starch now. The starch shouldn't be an issue after the next day or two, because I've got all these pads that I just built, and a lot of them are, well, a couple of them are really fast starchy, and then I got a couple of medium starchy. So we ought to be alright. I've got plenty of medicinal supplies as well. And this is operated by a medic. And actually, I think I can adjust that on my limits. Let's do 10 supplies, 10 spares, and we'll say 4 semiconductors, 1 gun. Let's only have 1 guard, and 2 bots. I can't actually produce those yet, but it's some point in the future I will be able to. So it looks like we finished up all that stuff, which means the next thing I wanted to build was this oxygen generator. And I'd like to build one with a direct connection. I keep seeing it. There. A direct connection to my medium storage. Another connection to the biodome wouldn't be a horrible thing either. Can I do that? No. That's okay. Yeah, see, at night, occasionally, I'm starting to run a little low on oxygen. I don't think it's significant, but this new Jenny will take care of all that. So I'll let my minions do their thing, work it out. And we'll get that built up, and we'll call it an episode. I think all the disasters that we were facing in the previous episode have been pretty much worked out. I'm running a little low on oxygen, but once the day comes through, these actually produce 2, so it evens things out. So for a couple hours, oxygen runs a bit low, but not low enough where people are gonna start dying. Just need one more. Just need one more bioplastic. And here it's coming now. Alright, wonderful. So, we're gonna call it there, guys. I hope I didn't let this episode run too long. Thanks for hanging out with me. And we'll catch you on the next episode here. Sorry, that was my alarm going off. Catch you on the next episode here of Planetbase. Take it easy, y'all.